shit that you are, that's hard work. Admitting that you that wicked piece of shit. Cause if y'all caught, if you any of you brothers out there caught to sit down, put off the old man, you know, Yoda had to deal with his dark side, his inner demons. And at the beginning, he said, I don't know you. He told his dark side, I don't know you. And so then the battle began. The dark side, his demons was whooping his ass. But he overcame his demon by acknowledging it and then dealing with it. If you saw the video, at the end he said, I do know you. He said, you are my dark side, and I refuse to give you power. So he had to acknowledge that he was wicked and he was a piece of shit. Then he could deal with it. So it's just like us. If you denying that you think you all good, ain't nothing wrong with you, hey man, then you giving them demons all kind of power to play in your life and to rule and control you. But when you look at it and say, man, you know what? Yeah, I do this. I am that. You know, I am a lying piece of shit. You know, I do cheat brothers. I do whatever it is. You got to acknowledge it before you can deal with it. So it was just interesting, man. So you're right, we got to acknowledge these things, deal with it, and then we can begin to grow from there. But a lot of this shit stunting our growth, man. A lot of little shit we let stunt our growth, not wanting to deal with who we are, man. Who we are as being, you know, in this flesh and blood, these demons that we have. These character flaws that we have. These shortcomings. We all have shortcomings, man. And none of us perfect. So yeah, you had anything, man? That's enough on that topic, man. I done spoke enough. What you got,
just backing up on that scripture, man. It's 2 Corinthians 10:3. For though we walk in the flesh, we do not war after the flesh. For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through Yahweh to the pulling down of strongholds.
Read that again, not.
For though we walk in the flesh, we do not war after the flesh.
Right, though we walk in the flesh, we do not war after the flesh. You know what I mean? And, hey, we are men. We are flesh and blood men, but this war that we warring, we're not warring, you know, in the flesh. We use these spiritual weapons, this truth, this word. This is how we get down, man. You gotta let this word reform and transform you. Renew your mind. That's the only way you're gonna deal with these demons on your day-to-day life. These demons gonna constantly try you. That's why it's going into these strongholds. Read on, brother.
Yeah, I have to learn through the spirit of Yahweh using this, brother, as far as like dealing with somebody coming up, man. Yeah, it's easy to bite a motherfucking head off and tell them to go real hard on them. But if you just bring out the truth of these scriptures, that's gonna cut them way more than you cussing them out and threatening them and shit like that, man. Just like the scripture we read in Hebrews 4:12, man. Reading on, let's say, for the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through Yahweh to the pulling down of strongholds.
Right, our weapons are mighty through Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shah to the pulling down of strongholds. With them strongholds are them thoughts and ideas that then built up, them wrong thoughts and ideas that's built up in your mind, man. That you were raised up on, them traditions of men. Believing Mary was a virgin. You know, believe in Christmas. All this shit, you know, has strongholds on you. Yeah. Strongholds in your mind. Other bullshit that all nations can be saved.
Hell.
No, believing in hell. That the devil gon', you know, if you not if you're not right, you know, you gonna die and go burn forever, man. And the devil gonna poke you with with that pitchfork and try this. Go ahead,
casting down imaginations and every high thing that exalted itself against the knowledge of Yahweh.
Right, so casting down imaginations Like that's them strongholds, man. Like white Jesus. That's a stronghold, man, in imagination.
Yeah, fucking imagination.
That you know, 2/3 just cannot, they won't accept it. That's a stronghold. But to the elect, we use this word, we can tear that stronghold down easy. Revelation 1:15, tear that shit down.
Yeah.
But only the elect gonna hear and receive it and be like, man, a lot of time they ain't even heard that scripture, grew up in the church.
Yeah.
Ain't never heard it.
Oh, that is
right.
a preacher.
See,
as soon as I
hey, that brother, he just testified. His old man was a preacher. He never heard Revelation 1:15. Daniel 10:5. See, that tears down that stronghold. You know? That two-edged sword that divide asunder, you know, spirit, soul, and spirit. This word is mighty, man. This is a bad word. I mean, bad is being, you know, not bad, but bad meaning good. This word is wonderful.
Shaft bad.
You know? Yeah, come on. That's right, brother. Go ahead.
And every high thing that exalted itself against the knowledge of Yahweh.
Come on.
And bringing into captivity every thought to obedience of Mashiach.
Right, so and then at the end of the day, all things like the scriptures say, every knee shall bow, man. But even these wrong thoughts and ideas you know, basically all this shit gonna come into obedience, man. All the wicked shit is gonna be done away with, and come to pass, that shit is gonna be done away with, and then everybody gonna realize that we had the truth, that we teaching the truth, and they gonna be brought into obedience to the truth. And this is why every knee gonna bow, man, at the coming of Yahweh Shai. Hey, man, you know, when Yahweh Shai come back, man, I want to be on his good side. I don't want to be caught out here like these niggas, man. I don't want to be caught out there like that, man. Go ahead, bring that out, man. That's 2 Corinthians 5:7.
In 2 Corinthians 5:7. For we walk by faith, not by sight.
Yeah, we walk by faith, not by sight, man. So, just like the brother brought out, you know, we walk, you know, after the flesh, we men. But we don't war as men go to war. And we walk by faith. We live by this word. So this word is what we use to defeat our enemies. It's what we use to battle our foes. Our enemies are these demons, man, like I say. In your day-to-day life, man, them wicked thoughts and ideas, suggestions that pop in your head. Esau putting subliminals everywhere, trying to use mind control, trying to get you to go off. You got to battle that with this word. Keeping your mind focused and meditating in this word. That's how you battle that. That's how you fight that. You got to put up a fight. That's what Paul said right before he was getting ready to be put to death. I have fought the good fight. This is the good fight, being in this truth. He used fight for a reason. This is a fight.
God.
Right, you going up against forces, man, that want to get you to go contrary to the way that you should go. And for you to stay on that straight and narrow, you're going to have to fight. This ain't no walk in the park. Forces are constantly trying to get you to go off. So we got to do what these scriptures say to do, man. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That was it on that, right?
That was it on this.
Yeah, hey, you brothers had any words? Yeah, hey, come on, man. So hey, with that, I guess we're gonna call it the evening, man. But hey, man, again, we gotta stay focused on this work, man. Focus on what it is that we call. Man, I want to bring that scripture out right quick. I believe that's Hebrews 2:13. If I'm not mistaken, Hebrews 2:13. Yeah, we gotta stay focused in this thing, man. Have that same fervent spirit as we had at the beginning of this thing. We supposed to it should be greater. It should be even more, man, right now. It shouldn't diminish or go away. It should grow and be even greater. Let me look at it.
That ain't it.
2 and 13.
And again, I will put my trust in God.
No, that 2 and 3. Where's my scripture?
How I go?
Yeah, we don't want to lose focus. It speaks on belief. Yeah, bear with me 1 second. It's either 2 or 3.
About, man, you get this thing, you supposed to be constantly growing, man. That was making me think of the scripture. The Most High said, I have planted thee a noble vine, and how then have you became a degenerate plant, man? We supposed to be growing and basically supposed to be blossoming in this thing, man. But you got cats that done got this truth, and like the scripture said, they done became a degenerate plant, man. Fell back into the congregation of the dead like we was going into earlier, man. Didn't want to keep doing the hard work until it grow, man. Want to go, man, that's the thing. That's through the spirit, man. All this been coming out today, man. Basically about denying yourself, man. Fighting the lust of this world. Because that's going to stop your growth in the truth, man.
Yeah.
If you ain't putting in this work, like anything you do in order to advance with your skills, you got to practice, man. If you in sports, you gotta practice, man. You have taken your SAT, you practicing and studying your ass off, man.
Oh shit, 14.
So in this truth, it apply even more, man. Because all these analogies we use are balled up in this truth, man. So you gotta study, you gotta practice, man. Rehearse the righteous acts, all for the sake of growing, man. That's why we always talk about edification, man. Building up, man. Let everything be done under edification. Elsewise, you doing this in vain, man.
That's right, brother. It get tedious.
That's right.
But that's why, hey, it's still but a light affliction. This is a light affliction, man, going through this hell that's, you know, basically out here, man. We deserve worse, man. The shit we did, man, turn our back on the Most High. We really deserve to be put to death. But the Lord Most High giving us a chance. And then brothers want to squander that. Just fuck it off. Cause of ego, cause of pride, cause of whatever, man. Hey, you gonna deserve what you get. Yeah, envy, all that shit that goes on in the world, man. Cause you didn't deal with that nigga. That's that nigga, man, coming out in you. Go ahead, Ike.
Okay, this is Hebrews 2 and 14. For as much then as the children are partakers of the flesh and blood, he also himself likewise took part of the same, that through death he might destroy him that hath the power of death, that is the devil. Hebrews 2 and 14.
I must have looked at the wrong one. 3, I'm sorry.
Like it's Hebrews 3 and 14. For we are made partakers of Mashiach, and we hold the beginning of our confidence steadfast unto the end.
So we are made partakers of Yahushua Mashiach if we hold the confidence, man. That same faith, that same belief, you know, when you heard the word, you came into it, just like the scripture said, it was sweet as honey. But you was wholehearted, man. You believed in this thing, man, enough to make your garment, you know, come out on the, you telling everybody you could, you know, couldn't wait to come out on the highways and byways, and then over time you start growing or getting disenchanted with this thing, man.
That's right.
You got to hold that confidence unto the end, or your works will not be remembered. Read it one more time, man.
It's Hebrews 3 and 14. For we are made partakers of Mashiach, and we hold the beginning of our confidence steadfast unto the end.
Yeah, the confidence, so we'll be made joint heirs with Yahushua if we hold that same confidence like we had at the beginning until the very end. Not slacking off, not taking no hiatus. not bullshitting in this thing, but being steadfast unto the end.